We are taking a massive magnifying glass to the tiny everyday choices we make with our wallets today. We're going to uncover a hidden, silent threat to your long-term wealth. And it doesn't look like a bad mortgage or a totally crashed stock portfolio. No, it actually disguises itself as a minor convenience, just a quick pick-me-up, but man, it packs a devastating long-term punch. We're talking about the silent wealth killer, microspending. What if a harmless $5 habit was secretly destroying your financial future? I really want you to stop and think about that for a second. We've literally all been there, right? You tap your card, the machine gives that little beep, and you don't even blink. Because hey, it's just $5. What damage could that possibly do in the grand scheme of things? Well, as we're about to see, it changes absolutely everything. Section 1. The Daily $5 Track. To really grasp how this trap works, let's look at a typical day for a young professional. We'll call him Alex. Now, Alex has big dreams, traveling, building a super comfortable life. But his days are fueled by these tiny, unthinking transactions. In the morning, it's a $5 fancy iced coffee just to survive the commute. Then by mid-afternoon, that totally brutal 2 p.m. slump hits. So boom, it's another $5 for a quick snack break to get through the workday. And in the evening, another $5 goes to a digital subscription, maybe renting a movie or buying some digital sword in a video game. Individually, these amounts are completely invisible to Alex's financial radar. They feel like absolutely nothing. Okay, let's dive into this because under the surface, a really dangerous trade-off is happening. On one hand, sure, there's that immediate short-term satisfaction. The caffeine hits, the snack tastes amazing, the brain gets a quick little dopamine rush, but the hidden cost? It's severe. We're talking zero savings and this creeping, constant financial stress. Despite working incredibly hard and earning a totally decent salary, Alex is caught in a grueling paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. He's constantly staring at his banking app at the end of the month, scratching his head, wondering where on earth his hard-earned money actually went. Section 2. The Surprising Turning Point. So, one evening, completely tired of feeling financially stuck, Alex finally sat down, pulled up a full year's worth of bank statements, and started highlighting every single $5 purchase. And wow, the math completely shattered his perspective on money. $18,250. He realized that a single $5 daily habit adds up to $1,825 a year. Stretch that over just one decade, and it becomes over 18 grand. That is the exact amount of cash lost simply by casually swiping a card. No big vacations, no shiny dream car, just vanished cash for things he couldn't even remember buying. The emotional realization of that math hit Alex like a ton of bricks. He realized, and I quote, "I wasn't just spending $5, I was spending my future." You see, it wasn't about completely denying himself coffee or a snack. It was this gut-wrenching realization that these micro-spending habits were quietly, methodically sabotaging any real chance at long-term financial freedom. The money that could have been building a solid emergency fund or a massive down payment for a house, it was just gone. Section 3. The Power of Compound Growth. Now, what's really interesting about this concept is that instead of just looking at how money disappears, we need to look at how it can mathematically snowball over time when it's invested rather than spent. Enter compound growth. This simply means earning interest not just on your original money, but on the interest that money has already earned. Think of it exactly like a snowball rolling down a snowy hill. At first, it starts small, right? Just your little $5. But as it rolls, it picks up more snow. That's your interest. And soon, that new snow starts picking up its own snow. Over years and decades, that tiny snowball becomes an absolute avalanche of wealth. Let's move to see how this builds and actually put that exact concept into action with our $5 a day. The very first step is your principal. That's just the raw hard cash you saved. We already know that's around $18,000 over 10 years. And hey, that's great. But when you actively invest that money, the subsequent growth represents the interest earned over those decades, leading to a truly massive total sum. The difference between simply stuffing cash under a mattress and investing it to let it compound is absolutely staggering. It is literally the dividing line between just getting by and building real generational wealth. Now, a quick but absolutely crucial reality check. Everything we are talking about right now is for educational purposes only. Investing does involve risk, and absolutely no profits are ever guaranteed. We are not promising instant wealth or pitching some magic get-rich-quick scheme here, okay? The stock market fluctuates and investments can go down just as easily as they go up. But understanding the raw mathematical principles of compounding and building consistent, healthy financial habits, those are hands down the most powerful educational tools you can possibly have in your arsenal. Section 4. 5 Practical Money Lessons. So, The crucial point is, armed with all this knowledge, how did Alex actually turn things around? Because action is everything. Here are 5 highly practical steps you can implement right now. Number 1, track your daily microspending. You simply can't fix what you don't see, so sit down and audit your last 30 days of bank statements. Number 2, automate a $5 daily savings transfer. Pay your future self first, literally before you even have the chance to spend it. Number 3, implement the 24-hour rule. If you want a non-essential item, force yourself to wait just 1 day. Trust me, you'll usually forget you even wanted it. Number 4, start investing your spare change using beginner-friendly apps and simple index funds. And finally, number 5, retrain your brain. Focus on long-term financial growth rather than those fleeting short-term thrills. Section 5. Change your financial future. By actually applying these really simple lessons, Alex completely transformed his trajectory. He went from a life of underlying financial stress right into a journey of building real, tangible wealth. And here's the best part. That means you have the exact same power to change your financial future too. It doesn't require winning the lottery or getting some massive inheritance. It simply requires being deeply intentional with the money you already have in your pocket. So I want you to ask yourself right now, if you redirected your daily $5 habit starting today, what could your future look like? Just imagine the freedom, the security, and the total peace of mind that comes from knowing your money is finally working for you. If this story taught you something about money, follow for more simple finance stories.